22 years of age, but ever since she was 8, she's been noticeably struggling a lot with her body weight. And she never blamed her mom, but the parenting wasn't that great. Plus mom had the same problem, fed her daughter whatever she ate. Mom finished work late, so no home cooked meals. Every night was what fast food chain has got good deals, and developed a taste for sugar, salts and fats, and that resulted in some cravings that she couldn't hold back. And when you first met her, she knew exactly what you were thinking instantly. She felt like the elephant in the room, quite literally. Not many people mocked, most tried to spare her feelings out of courtesy. Not like she was purposefully overeating, but when her back was turned, that's when it occurred. Everybody would have a cheap giggle at the expense of her, and she appeared to be at peace with it on the surface. But the pain runs deep. Right before she goes to sleep, it re-emerges, and it keeps her awake, thinking about where she stands in a society built entirely around the ideals of man. Trying so hard to get over it, but doesn't really know if she can. So this nightmare persists until she drifts off to dreamland. Trapped in her skin, suffocating from within, sick of being seen as a second-grade citizen. Just a victim of a debilitating conditioning, sick of screaming to a God who was just not listening. Not listening, nope, 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 not listening. She tried starving herself, tried eating and throwing up. She knew it wouldn't work, nor subside the feelings of disgust. She checked the internet for prices of liposuction and tummy tucks, and discovered that she'd never have enough money to get it done. Got nothing to lose but weight, why not try the diet pills? Read the testimonials, she was quietly hopeful. Couple weeks later the pills arrived in the mailbox. Couple months later, not 1 single kilo of weight loss. So it's back to the drawing board, starving for their quick fix, and their quick fix came in the form of some ice cream and biscuits. And every bite she took, she felt just like a crook, sneaking food into her room, telling herself she ain't got time to cook. Walks past the mirror, caught a glimpse of her figure, thinks if I get any bigger I'ma slip my wrists and lie in a bloody river. So she decides to skip breakfast, lunch and dinner, and the cycle begins again. Not 1 ounce of discipline in her, and she's trapped in her skin, suffocating from within, sick of being seen as that second-grade citizen. She's a victim of a debilitating conditioning, sick of screaming to a God who was just not listening. Not listening, nope, 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 not listening. Finally the day came, knew she had to lose the weight. Started going to the gym and listening to motivational tapes. She went straight for the salad, and that replaced the hamburgers. Took the stairs instead of the lift and started walking herself to work. And she was so determined, locked on path like a planet in orbit. 1 trip around the sun later, she came out looking gorgeous. A diamond from the rough, cut and polished, a real shiner. Had a reunion with the college and nobody could recognize her. The ones who used to make fun, their whole tune had changed. Instead of comments behind her back, it's compliments to her face, and she politely accepts as she inches towards the corner, realizing that the spotlight is really too much for her. She overheard a circle of guys mentioning her name. They had turned her into the objective of some perverted game, so she just ran till she couldn't get further away. Then a new pain crawled to the forefront of her brain. A new one. Fancy that. A new one. No longer trapped in her skin, no longer suffocating from within, no longer that second-grade citizen. And now God is listening, and He's speaking back.